Hello guys, it's Stephen here. Welcome back to the third video of the day. There's so much going on in the world of Manchester City. Of course, we drew Dortmund earlier with a potential route to either PSG or Bayern in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And now I've got a look ahead to another big game tomorrow, a quarter-final against Everton in the FA Cup at Goodison Park. There is no rest for the wicked, and they don't get much more wicked than Manchester City these days. It's going to be a fascinating game tomorrow. So today, I'm going to run through all the overview and all that kind of stuff, the quotes from Guardiola, the team news. Look, a little bit of Everton in some detail. I've got Baz from Toffee TV, who's an absolutely top bloke, by the way, so wait for that clip later on. And of course, I'm going to try and predict the score, as I always do, and hopefully it'll be a Manchester City victory. Let's get on to this then. I'm going to start initially with the kind of general broad view of this game. Now, of course, both teams are here after victories, and that's how it works. City, of course, eased past Swansea in the previous round, and Everton had that incredible 5-4 victory against Spurs, which was a thrilling game of football to knock Mourinho's Spurs out to get into these quarterfinals, which obviously means we're one game away from another Wembley trip, an empty Wembley admittedly, but still our second home is within touching distance, which is lovely, lovely stuff. And of course, Guardiola had a lot to say about this game. He talked about the FA Cup. He said people questioned about the FA Cup record, and he said it's not bad. We won once, the semis twice. He went on to say, I'm not saying we didn't take it seriously. We know how important it is. Quarterfinals, Everton away, it will be tough. We were there last month. It's tough. Bernardo and Riyad helped us. We did that day. It was a 3-1 victory away. It was a very good performance that day. But Guardiola, the idea that he doesn't take it seriously, why would people even suggest that? Guardiola takes every competition seriously. He was, of course, asked about Borussia Dortmund, and it'd be remiss of me not to mention that. This is what you have to say about Dortmund. He said, it is what it is. In 2 weeks, we'll face them. We're privileged to be in the last 8. I didn't see much of them this season. I don't have time to watch other competitions, but this international break will have a chance. Dortmund is a real good team. They have experience. Witsel, Guerra, Sancho, Reina. They invest in good young players with wages and salaries for agents. They have a lot of quality, and of course, we know all about Haaland as well. That's what I said at the end. And Guardiola was asked about Haaland, and he said the numbers speak for themselves. He's one of the best strikers in the world. I have seen a few games. Everybody knows the quality of this player. Everyone does. He was asked about Haaland, and Haaland, you know what I mean? Wink, wink. And he just said, I don't speak about players from other clubs. Do it, Guardiola. Do it, you fraud. No, obviously, he's not a fraud. But it would be nice, wouldn't it, if he went, that guy's going to be ours. That'd be lovely. He's never going to say that, of course, because he might not be true. Guardiola's also asked about Carlo Ancelotti. He said he's managed the best clubs in the world. He's been everywhere and always had success. People talk about him as a person. When he takes care of me when I started, I visited Milan. How gentle he is. I admire him a lot. A great manager, a world-class manager. And, of course, Guardiola will have an awful lot of respect for someone of his esteemed value. In terms of this game, though, for me, this overview, this feels like a game that we haven't really thought about a lot. And you know what I mean by that, in terms of it's all been about the Champions League and the Premier League, and all of a sudden the FA Cup quarterfinals are here, and I've even thought about the Carabao Cup final more than this game, and obviously Man City would have thought about it a damn sight more than me, thankfully, but it does feel like it's kind of snuck up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden we've got a quarterfinal. It's a big game, and we've got a chance to get further again, and this quadruple won't go away until literally we're out of a competition, so it has to go away, but I would be very disappointed now if we didn't get through to the semi-finals, given the fact that we are a better side than Everton, given the fact that we've got a reason as well, of course, to basically play more or less the full strength side. You look at the fixtures coming up. We now have, after this game, of course, we've got a big break as well. So, play the strongest team tomorrow, man. Go for the strongest team. We didn't play. We only played on Tuesday as well. So, we've had a couple of days, to get back into fitness and all that kind of stuff. Play the strongest team. International break comes up. Go for it. Go for it. And after that, then it becomes chocker again with Leicester, Dortmund and Leeds. But I want City to go through. I know that sounds really dumb and obvious, but I want him because I feel like we should be going through. In terms of the team news, it's pretty much as you were. Nothing came out of note. We've got a very strong team at the moment. Guardiola, of course, is going through this team at the moment, and he's fighting fires in terms of who gets to tell each week he's going to miss out. It's not an easy job, and I know we're very lucky and all that kind of stuff, but at the moment the team news is pretty much as you were. Everyone looks healthy. Everyone looks class. Life is good for Manchester City. In terms of the team lineup, let me just double check something. I've got a feeling, it was Stefan who started against Swansea. Of course, I couldn't remember who played in goal. We beat Swansea 3-1 last time. And even though obviously Edison usually plays against the better teams, Everton are a better team, I still think he'll stick with Zach Steffen because he's rightfully become our cup goalkeeper. And I think that's fair. He's got us this far, and I do think we should play him. He deserves the games because he's not let us down yet. So Zach Steffen, I reckon, will be in goal. In terms of the defence, I think Zinchenko will come back into the team here at left back. Will he change Stones and Diaz and give Laporte a game? I don't think he should, personally. That's not a slight on Laporte. I just think at the moment our best defence is quite literally Stones and Diaz. That's not to say Laporte isn't brilliant, and it's not to say I wouldn't be disappointed if Laporte played, but I just think overall Stones and Diaz are a better partnership. Having said that, I can see Stones sitting this one out with Laporte and Diaz alongside each other, with Cancelo over on the right. So you got Zinchenko, Laporte, Diaz and Cancelo. It could be Kyle Walker, it could be Stones, he could play the same as he did the other day, I don't know. Either way, into midfield, Rodri is definitely going to play this game. I can't really see any reason to not to play Rodri because we've got the international break coming up, so we don't really need to worry about that. Rodri will play. I'm almost certain Bernardo Silva and Gundogan will play. I don't think any reason why those will drop either. So Rodri, Gundogan and Bernardo is on midfield. Then who, what and where? I reckon De Bruyne will play as a false 9 again. I've got a feeling Sterling will get offered an olive branch here and he'll come in for Foden with Morris on the right. I think Foden should be playing this game, but I get a feeling Sterling will be given a chance. It also does mean, no Jesus, no Aguero or anything like that. I could be wrong, they could start, but I don't think we'll make loads and loads of changes in this game. What I would do personally is pretty much play the same team as the other day. I'd be fine with that. Maybe an argument for Zinchenko instead of Walker, but either way, I would pretty much play the same team as the other day because he worked so well and I don't see any big reason to change. But that's what I would do. But this is what Guardiola, I think, will do, the team next to me. So anyway, let's go on to the opposition preview bit. We've got some thoughts coming up from Toffee TV's Baz. Baz is an absolute top gen, loveliest guy, and here's his thoughts on the game from Toffee TV. Don't forget to go subscribe to Toffee TV if you want to go and catch some Everton thoughts. But here's Baz's thoughts on the game.
Hi guys, it's Baz from Toffee TV here doing a opposition preview for Esteemed Kompany and Stephen. Manchester City at the weekend in the FA Cup. Really tough ask for Everton this. I don't ever give Everton no chance in any game because I'm a blue nose, so obviously you always expect your team to have a good opportunity, especially in an FA Cup quarter final, and a game that I'd have loved to have been at. Normally being excited for this one at the weekend, full house at Goodison, and it would have been a great atmosphere regardless of the game. Would have been a great atmosphere, but this one is just about the biggest task you can be given as a team, facing in my opinion, the best team in the land by some distance. Manchester City, just such a fabulous football team to watch. Watch them against Borussia Mönchengladbach the other night. They were incredible, and it does fill you with trepidation without a shadow of a doubt. And what Pep Guardiola's done at City has been incredible. Just fantastic football. Dominate so many games, score so many goals, cut teams to ribbons. Quite a worrying fixture when you look at it that way. But it's an FA Cup game, and we hope that anything can happen in that, and that's how you'd have to approach it. And for Everton, in some respects, it is a free hit. Manchester City, no one will be expecting Everton to beat Manchester City at the weekend. They can make 5, 6, 7, 8 changes and the quality still, is still there. I watched the other night, they brought Aguero and Sterling on. So you guys don't need me to tell you how good you are, but fantastic team, and it'll be a huge ask for Everton at the weekend. Everton have got other issues as well. Obviously, there's going to be no Jordan Pickford. There's going to be no Abdoulaye Doucouré, no James Rodriguez. It doesn't look like it anyway, but definitely Pickford and definitely Doucouré are both out. And Doucouré's the biggest one actually of all three, even though James has got that ability, and if we had him, I'd feel a bit more confident we create more opportunities. Doucouré is someone who keeps us in games because of his mobility in the midfield. And Manchester City move the ball so well around that midfield area, it's going to be hugely difficult for Everton. And in some respects, what Everton are going to have to do is what they did in the league game really, and sit really deep and try to just block off the passing lanes and make sure that, City have to work hard to get their chances, and then maybe go a little bit more direct. I don't like that kind of football. It's not really what I want to see Everton do, but for one-off games, and sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and say the opposition are better than us. If we try to play them at their own game, they will cut us to ribbons. So sometimes you've got to play smart, and that might be go a little bit more direct to Dominic Calvert-Lewin and have Richarlison running off him. Try to put City under pressure that way and maybe off set pieces, because if Manchester City click, then they will win the game. It's as simple as that. But it's an FA Cup, and in the FA Cup, sometimes upsets happen. And if Man City don't really have a day where they're clinical and they miss a few opportunities, Everton take what chances they get, then who knows, we could be bouncing this side of the M62. You're probably going to win. You're definitely going to win the Premier League. You'll win the League Cup, I should imagine. And I'd love Man City to win the Champions League because I think they're the best team. So you could end up with 3, so why not just give us this one? Go ahead. We haven't won one for years, and you win pots every year now, so yeah. So I mean, I said to Stephen done something for our channel, and I said that Man City are the kind of thing that I cling on to, that Everton could potentially move into, because there's a lot of kinship, I think, a lot of common ground between Everton and Manchester City in terms of sharing our city with very noisy neighbours and successful clubs over the years, and we've had to suck it and see. It's great to see City come out of the other side of that and be the dominant team in Manchester. And I'd love Everton to have a little crack at that, even if it was only for a few years. So City is something that I look and hope and have aspirations that Everton could turn into. Yeah, so that's about it. I mean, like I say, Everton, I'd feel a little bit, and it would only be a little bit more confident if Everton did have Abdoulaye Doucouré fit. They had 100% James Rodriguez and Jordan Pickford, who's been in decent form of late, but we haven't, and we have to go with what we've got. So we're expecting a very tough game, but who knows? Stranger things have happened, haven't they? And I'm hoping, obviously, from this end that it's Everton who are in the last 4 of the FA Cup on Saturday night. My prediction for the game, I'm not going to go against Everton. I'm not. Even despite all that, and despite City being a fabulous football team, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Everton win. And I know that that's massively biased, and I know deep down I'm laughing at myself, but I'm saying it on this. Everton are going to win a 2-1. Saying with absolutely zero confidence. But listen, all the best for the rest of the season. Keep supporting Stephen and the Esteemed Kompany channel. It's fantastic. And what a team. Just enjoy your team, because I know that it wasn't that long ago you were probably feeling like we are, very frustrated, but it's great to see that come through that. So enjoy your team. Good luck in every other competition, but I can't wish you any luck on Saturday. Cheers, guys. See you later.
I do love the duality of football fans. 4 minutes have been incredibly complimentary about Manchester City there, which is absolutely ace to hear. Big love to Baz. Then he's like, yeah, but I think Everton will win, even though it makes no sense whatsoever. He's got to do that though, man. He's got to do it. I appreciate and respect him being totally honest with his bias there, because that's what you do as a football fan. You can't back against your own team. But Baz, as you can see, a lovely bloke. Just so much respect for Manchester City and the football. And I'm not sure it's because we've got a common enemy, or because Everton and Man City do have this kind of like, we understand what it's like to have a noisy neighbour, you know what I mean? Liverpool United for over the years. So, but either way, Toffee TV, top blokes over there. Go subscribe to their channel. Baz, an absolute legend as well. What a guy. Either way, you saw his thoughts there. It's been a weird time for Everton at the moment. Look at their results. They are, since that 5-4 game, 5-4 against Spurs. It's been really weird, because the next game after the 5-4 Spurs, they lost to Fulham 2-0. Then they got beat by City 3-1. Then they did beat Liverpool at home, Liverpool away, Anfield, which is these days we know isn't a big deal. They also beat Southampton 1-0, then West Brom 1-0, but then they lost to Chelsea and Burnley as well. So their form has been very, very, very mixed, and they are missing a whole bunch of players as well. Pickford and Olsen are out, both of their keepers. I'm pretty certain that's both of their keepers there. You got James Rodriguez is out as well, and Doucouré, who's one of their better players. Nogabamin and Delph as well for them. So they are nursing a few injuries, but they still do have obviously quality. They've got likes of Godfrey, Mina, Keane, Lucas Digne will play in defence. They've got Allen, Davis has had good games against before. Gomez, the handsome bastard, will no doubt start. And maybe one of Iwobi or Sigurdsson will try and play up one of the strikers. Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, high quality players that can more than do us damage if we're not paying attention. But I suspect we'll feel more confident of these teams, because their form isn't great, and because they've got injuries, and because last time around, of course, it was 3-1 to us. So we have to be confident. In terms of my prediction, I think 3-1's a pretty fair score to go for again. No disrespect to Everton, just because this City side, well, I think we're flying at the moment, you know what I mean? We are flying at the moment. I can see them probably scoring because it's an FA Cup game and you do get a chance to get forward. And maybe 2-0 actually. Do you know what? I'm going to change my prediction to 2-0. I think we will keep a clean sheet against Everton. If they do score, I wouldn't be surprised, because Calvert-Lewin's always got a goal in him. Likewise for Richarlison or someone like that. Or Sigurdsson popping a free kick or something. But I still think it'll be 2-0 Man City. I think we'll be up for it. I think we'll be alert. And I think we've got a reason to really end go into the international break on a high note after the midweek high note, which is the Mönchengladbach game. I'm going to go for 2-0. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Let me know your comments down in the thoughts below, and go and subscribe to Toffee TV, because Baz is the top bloke over there as well. Go and watch my reaction video to the big Champions League draw early on. Of course, it'll be on screen right now, floating around my head somewhere. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know your thoughts ahead of the game. And of course, I will be back tomorrow for a watch along. For now, though, big love to every single one of you. Have a wonderful weekend. Catch you tomorrow in a bit.